All right. Hello all. Welcome back to the Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video here. So I'm gonna put this off a little bit, but I do need to get around to it before it goes away. And what I'm referring to is the missions for the stage 3 of Seriously Serious All Out Battles. Now, of course, these missions are permanent, although I haven't done one of these, which is the Super Boss is clear. We're going to be doing that here. But also, I haven't done any of these sort of limited time missions, besides obviously like the tickets you get for this. And there's a day left, so I need to get onto that. So that's what we're doing here. Now there are a couple of missions here: clear within 6 turns, uh, clear within 7 turns with at least 4 super physical, and then finally clear within 7 turns with at least 4 extreme physical. So overall, I think these should be pretty easy to do. This stage was actually a step up, I will say, at least in my opinion, when I initially cleared it from the initial sort of stages here. I think it was harder than Super Saiyan God Goku, as well as Goku Youth, but it wasn't exactly difficult. It was just kind of tanky for the team I brought against it. I think that shouldn't really be an issue here. I mean, I guess we'll see. Yeah, and see, because obviously with like this team, it Beast and then like the gods of the transform and everything like it seemed a little tanky at the time, and now that damage has just like really been ramping up. I mean, a team like this, I feel like should really be able to beat it in a couple of turns here. So we're gonna jump in. I do have the other teams made already, but we're gonna get the super boss clear in first, and then we'll switch over to those. So let's get this started here. I want to make sure to get all of my. I suppose we'll actually get what, like 6 stones from this total. 3 from this mission, and then the other 3 from the limited time missions. So, I mean, certainly not like a lot, but it's something. It's 6 more stones than I had before, and I suppose 3 stones that I could technically miss out on if I don't do this now. And I mean, it's easy rewards, honestly. I feel like Dokkan has been like the most generous this year of like all years. I mean, it is their 10th year, so I mean it makes sense. I don't know. I guess the reason I'm phrasing it this way is I feel like they've been the most generous ever, but I've seen a lot of people that seemingly disagree with that, and to me, I'm just a little mystified by that. I I don't know. I feel like they've done a really good job throughout the year. I mean, I've had my issues with things, I mean, I feel like everyone has. Uh, but like this celebration that is starting to come to a close at the time I'm recording this, obviously. I mean, it's been peak. GDC, honestly, I do think is probably my favorite celebration of all time. So yeah, we're definitely going to clear this very, very easily now. I think this is probably my favorite celebration the game has ever had. At this point, I really do think so. I think they've just done like way, 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 way too good of a job to like sit here and pretend that they haven't. I feel like Dokkan, Omatsu, whoever, right? They cooked. And I'm all here for it. I really cannot wait to see what the Tanabata replacement's gonna be like. I mean, and also, I mean, another thing I'm sort of excited for within the year, right, is what is going to happen with the sort of November time slot that used to be Heroes. I feel like that's a pretty big, obviously pretty important question to ask. I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I mean, we'll have to wait and see. But I mean, we do know that the Heroes characters are still going to get easy A's, the ones that are already out. They did make sure to say something about that last year. So all we know for sure is that we're not getting new characters, and the old ones are still going to easy A. Now, I don't want to get anyone's hopes up, and I'm not getting my own up. It's just I feel like it is worth noting. I believe that Android 21 her original Dokkan Fest.
I am justice given form. I am the world. Now worship. Venerate the most noble, splendid, immortal, and supremely powerful god, Zamasu.
Okay, I don't like to talk over the animations. Her original Dokkan Fest, I do believe, was in November as well. So the fact that they've always sort of used that time slot as for crossovers, I mean, potentially. I am not gonna make any promises. It's not like I know anything, but potentially we could still see some sort of crossovers, whether that's not just like, you know, through like Dragon Ball Legends or, you know, some Sparking Zero stuff or whatever have you. You know, like a Dragon Ball Kakarot collab, you know, something, right? It could happen. Honestly, even though like I'm not like someone who's watched, I don't really intend to watch, plan to watch whatever, like One Piece. And I think even like One Piece, you get a collab with that. I mean, collabs with anything I think is cool. You know, just I think that the game is really good. I've thought, I mean, I've been playing it for so long, I better think it's so good. I mean, if you've been playing the game as long as I have and you don't think it's good, I mean, wow. Hey, that'd be... I don't get why people play games that make them miserable. But point being, you know, if there are collabs with other, you know, games, you know, like the One Piece game, there is some sort of One Piece game, I don't know what it's called. I think that could be pretty cool, you know, sort of spreading our game to other people, you know, and them spreading theirs to ours. Like, there was back in the day, and this was sort of before my time. Well, I think this was before my... I don't know exactly when it happened, because it's also... This account dates back to between the second and third global anniversaries. I know it was like fall of the year after the second anniversary for global, but I can't remember exactly. Like, I didn't really start getting into it big.
To bring about the justice I desired, I needed the perfect sympathizer as my ally.
In this timeline, there is no one who can stop us. We have all the power here.
The two of us alone.
Until the third anniversary, right? So I can't remember everything exactly, but I know I started an account several times and like stopped beforehand. I do know that for certain. I can't really say how many times or how many accounts I even did end up starting, because I've always been big into Dragon Ball. So I'd see like an ad for the game or something, like, oh, let me check this out again, see if I like it, because the game was kind of shit back in the day, and it did not really pique my interest because it was shit. But they eventually, you know, they did, and they do improve a lot. So I don't know. Point being, there was a One Piece collab back in the day. I don't think I was playing during it. If I was, it was one of those old accounts that I didn't even care about. But it would be cool if Shueisha, or whoever the hell it is, would finally release the chokehold they have on the Dragon Ball franchise and allow it to breathe and thrive. It's like, how is this like... I mean, look at like Dokkan. I mean, this is a fucking mobile game that was... I mean, let's face it, it was meant as a cash grab. You know, it wasn't meant to be what it is now. So it's like... It feels really fucking scummy that the Dragon Ball franchise gets treated the way it does. And it should be allowed to interact with other communities. I think it's really stupid how they haven't. So hopefully, you know, now that Heroes is gone, we'll see something like that. That'll be exciting. I don't know. I wouldn't count on it, but it's just something I'm potentially looking forward to, but we'll see. Here, let me get the active in here real quick.
To achieve our virtuous plan, the Zero Mortals plan.
We are sentencing the most unsightly beings to the heaviest punishment.
Yeah, see, this is what I was saying though earlier. This Trunks is actually surprisingly tanky. I think I'm actually going to do something like this. So if we need to get to this turn again, Super Easy Rose should be able to put some work in. I hope at least. I mean, we'll see. But I mean, this guy's definitely pretty tanky. So I hope we can manage to kill all of the turns or whatever. I mean, I think we should. I suppose rather all the missions. I think we should be able to, especially like I don't know, the physical ones I am a bit worried for, to be honest. But I think with the setups I have, it should be pretty easy, and we'll tackle those one at a time. But I do have the team set up, I think, pretty nicely, so we should be able to get the win pretty easily, I hope. I mean, once again we'll see. But this guy is definitely, because even like super big. It's not even like okay, yeah, all the content is taking a step up, and they have, power kept a lot with this celebration, right? But and I've enjoyed it, by the way. I have said several times I'm someone who enjoys the challenge, so I mean that's part of why this celebration has been so fun for me, the power creep. But I will say, like, even Super Boo, I mean, he was pretty easy. So I don't know why this guy's so tanky. I mean, even though he is extremely tanky, I think we probably should be able to kill this turn, right? Because we do have both of the actives up now, and this is the friend Rose next to the limited time buff. I'm gonna hate when this guy's buff goes away. It's so unfortunate, that they. I don't know. It's just, hopefully we see more super bosses buffs. I mean, I think the team is in. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I wouldn't say the team's in a bad spot by any means. Like a lot of people are. I mean, but it certainly. I mean, once we lose Rose, I mean, the physical clone is good. All the clones I think are really good, but then it starts to. I think that the big issue with not having him around, especially, is going to be like HP. This is already one of the lower HP teams of the big teams, and when we lose an LR, I mean, you best believe we are going to jump down significantly in terms of HP. So, I'm not looking forward to that, especially with how much damage all the bosses do now. It's like it will definitely be scenarios where it's like, okay, well, we just lost because we didn't have the HP. But maybe Dokkan has a plan. I don't know. My hope is that the Tanabata replacement celebration ends up being. I mean, personally, I want it to be Namek more than anything. I think there's a fair chance it's Daima. I still, honestly, and I mean, who knows at this point. I honestly really think it could still be like ROF, and they do something with that, which would help super bosses. Obviously, they get another tag character, and they seem to want to spam them this year. I mean, that character, that sort of moment, is like perfect for a tag, and I mean I don't know. I've always liked. Well, I don't know. ROF. It's more of like a hype moment than Oris or a movie, but I don't hate it on the level that a lot of people seem to do. I don't know. I really love all Dragon Ball, honestly. I'm like, even like GT, it's like, yeah, I know it's not that good, but nostalgia helps for me at least, and it's cool stuff. I don't I don't mean to sound so simple-minded, but I don't know. I've always Dragon Ball's always had a special. All of the stuff. I mean, I haven't. To be fair, I haven't gotten into like heroes or anything specifically, but I pretty much all the big main stuff I've always really liked. So hopefully we can see like Golden Frieza. That'll be a super boss's help. Hopefully, I mean, if they don't like tie him to Wicked Bloodline, because he'd probably be the Carnival LR. if they keep it even in the same format as they kept Tanabata. And I mean, honestly, with all the cooler buffs coming, or sorry, excuse me, all the cooler movie easy A's lined up, I really could see them doing something like movie bosses or Wicked Bloodline, or I mean, we'll see exactly, but they definitely could go that route, and that would obviously kind of screw Super Bosses over. Although Super Bosses has always been, it's really funny that fucking GT Bosses of all teams gets to be a team before Super Bosses. Well, I mean, technically it was part 2, but it is definitely a much stronger team, as crazy as it is. But yeah, we did get the Super Bosses clear, and obviously we did get the 6-turn mission done. Next, we do actually have the 4 Super Physical, as well as the 4 Extreme Physical. Now, for Super Physical, I feel like pretty obviously, I am going to go for something like this. Now, I will say that, well, if I can get him to appear, this might be a little wacky. Um, Obviously, Vegeta Blue's not on the leader, but I do. Well, I mean, he's on the physical LR leader, obviously, but he's not on AGL Gogeta's lead. But I'm hoping that he just does so much damage that we don't even need to really worry about that. So I guess not Vegeta or Gogeta, obviously. So I mean, we'll see what happens, but I think this should work out still. I'm not really concerned. So let's jump in. Probably get this one done pretty easily as well. I mean, it's within 7 turns, so I imagine it should be pretty simple. And having these two next to one another is just going to be so great.
Neither Goku nor Vegeta. I am the one who will destroy you. Sorry for the wait, Kakarot. Ready when you are, Vegeta.
Okay, so I think the idea, plan, whatever I want to go for here, is what we'll do. I need to get Pan onto the other rotation, obviously. In general, I mean, I'm not going to rotate either of these two off, right? But I'm going to wait to use the Gogeta active until we have Pan on the other rotation, right? So that'll be turn 5 that we'll use the Gogeta active. And the reason I want to wait until then to use it is because once we have her attack support up, that should give Gogeta, like, obviously a pretty big edge in order to do a shit ton of damage, obviously, right? I mean, even if it's just 25%, a sort of attack stat, even if it's limited, will certainly help. I think we'll be able to do a lot of damage with that. I mean, I guess we'll see. But I think this should go very easy, especially with the second phase being strength. I mean, Gogeta's just going to dominate, So this one will definitely go by much quicker than Super Bosses. And then the next team I do have set up, I think should go pretty well, too, from the lineup of characters I have for it. I mean, Jesus, yeah, Gogeta... He does stuff, huh? Yeah, I mean, this should be very easy. Yeah, it kills him 2 supers, I think. Yeah, I mean, because we also have Int Gogeta and Super Easy A Super Saiyan 4 over here. And there's no way that these two are getting messed up by this guy, so I think we should be in the clear at this point, honestly. I do need to, well... 6 orbs, I guess. The thing with GT Goku, I don't know. I mean, I don't think he's as bad as a lot of people say, but certainly, I feel like he lost his role. Like, he's just sort of, especially now, he's just sort of like a good fill option. Because back in the day, I mean, he was like the best damage dealer, and one of the best damage dealers for quite a while. I mean, he was just that guy. He was him. he was so impressive. Um, Now, I mean, it's like he can do more damage than Vegeta, but it's the fact that it's like, why is it that he can do more damage than Vegeta instead of he does, and significantly, right? They definitely blundered with him because Vegeta is still really good defensively as well as decent offensively. You know, Goku should have been what he was before, of not the best defensively. I mean, he wasn't ass by any means, but he wasn't the best. And then also being like really insane offensively. And I will say, I do find it kind of weird. And to be fair, part of why I didn't think GT would be a part of this celebration is because there's so much like EZAs lined up for next year. So maybe they're saving them for next year. But it is kind of weird that they're having like hybrid Saiyans in like youth and like GT heroes all in this celebration, right? And we're not seeing sub EZAs for the what is it, Goten and Trunks, and then is it Gohan and Goten cards, the banner units that originally released with GT Goku as well as Inch Vegeta, right? So I mean, it feels weird. Maybe they'll be coming next year. I don't know. Oh, that's, of course it's against him, right? I mean, we should be fine. Yeah, because I was gonna say, I mean, the quad super turn, you know, I trusted we'd be fine there. Now, obviously, what we're gonna do this turn, we'll have him go in slot 1. Well, shit. That is kind of problematic, honestly. If Vegito catches the super, we're just kind of dead. What does he have with? Okay, now with GT Goku, does he have shocking speed? He doesn't. So we'd have Kamehameha, Super Saiyan, GT Fierce Battle. This is perfect 7 out of 7 is the thing. I don't know what to do here, because if Vegito gets supered at the end there, I mean, he's just kind of done for. You know, so I think I will do this. I don't want to mess up the links, but I think this is sort of our safest option here, right? Because, I mean, I don't want to have to repeat, you know, attempts if I don't have to. And plus, I mean, Gogeta will do a shit ton of damage anyway. I mean, he's going to still have most of his links, right? And then we'll have the pan support. And it'll be his active turn, so even without Legendary Power and Saiyan Roar, we should still do quite a bit. So I'm not the most concerned. I think this will be fine. Definitely would prefer, you know, having the LR Gogeta with him, but I think this is for the best. At least for our chances of winning. I guess we'll see though. I mean, this could be a mistake. Maybe. I mean, we've done 3.5 health bars already is the thing. I don't feel like I really need to be too concerned about us being able to do enough damage. And honestly, I might have even like not needed to be concerned about Vegito taking damage. He might have honestly been fine. Okay. Of course, now is the turn he chooses the quad super. And now the big thing we need to see here is, I mean, I know I already saw Trunks super. I forget if he can double super. Like if he's supering at the end, I feel like sure Vegito can dodge, but it definitely was the play to keep him slot 2. Especially because we're over the HP condition, so he wouldn't have the extra dodge chance, right? So, I mean, I guess we'll see. But either way, I think we should be able to finish next turn. I mean, Int Gogeta is going to do a lot, so I guess we'll see. I don't know, because this is part of why I did put this one like off. He is just like so tanky. Like it's like so crazy. Yeah, okay, see, there's a super here. I mean, they dodged it, but it was definitely, I feel like that was definitely the play then. I'm glad I did that. And then obviously Pan has 70% chance to dodge in slot 3 there. So I don't think I need to be concerned about her. I guess I could be wrong. I mean, if I am, that's gonna be really annoying, but I think she should be fine, and we should be able to get the win next time. But yeah, I mean, overall, once again, I mean, this celebration is coming to a close. I definitely still have a decent bit of the content to finish up, right? Just like some missions here and there, like the Infinite Zamasu event. I actually don't know if that'll go down or not. I do need to check that. There's that like super class typing mission that I never finished. There's just a couple of missions here and there, and then I do want to do some more showcases and everything, so I still have a decent bit of stuff to record. Probably several, honestly, because I'm once things are sort of cooled down. Although to be fair, we do know there's the Peppy Gal stuff coming, right? So it's not exactly. We're not going to be in a slow period for a while. I mean, we might have like a dead week or something going into like the Tanabata replacement celebration, but I mean, we're definitely still in, and this will be new for JP players. A very, very big period of the year. As a global player, I'm used to this, right? Especially with how last year went. That shit was crazy in hindsight. I mean, the sync, we don't need to talk about. We all know how that was handled, but it's just so crazy to think about how we went from Dokkan Fest LR Broly and Carnival LR Gogeta Blue into Dokkan Fest LR Beast Gohan with Carnival LR Gammas. And then we had Dokkan Fest LR Tekiwai Goku. And then we had Yellow Coin LR, the newest evil guy of Dragon Ball that we hadn't gotten yet, Cell Max. And then we had four new premium LRs, the Inf Broly well, I suppose it's actually Tech Carnival Broly with a super physical trio. And then Int Broly and Famikameha Gohan. Right, and then we had Vegeta, right? We had a little bit of a cooldown period, a month and a half or two or something, and then we got Jiren and Gotenks at the same time, right? It was that stretch for global last year was definitely a very crazy thing to be a part of. But yeah, I think we should be able to win here. I don't even probably need to use Goku's active, although I probably will just to see the animation. So let's pop these, and then we should be GG.
Well, guess I can't hold back anymore.
Yeah, I mean, Gogeta doing that much on his own, especially. Like, I don't. Let's get the animation in, but he's got this handled on his own. Alright, and then we say bye-bye to Trunks here. Yeah, definitely pretty easy overall. Although, I mean, we're not done quite yet, obviously. We do still have the extreme physical to do. And that one should also, honestly, be very, very easy. And I'm actually very excited to do that one, because it's... I mean, I've used this sort of setup a little, I think like once or twice, but I definitely need to get more into using it. And I mean, I guess at this point... Well, I mean, no, Gogeta's... He's just gonna kill with this attack, isn't he? 85 mil, by the way, without Saiyan War or Legendary Power. Such a crazy character. Gogeta's that guy. I mean, I don't know if he's necessarily... At this point, I don't know if I'd necessarily call him number one. I'm still thinking about how to do my tier list. All the new fights keep coming out, and I want to make sure I'm basing everything off everything, right? So I'll just essentially do it in the next week or so here after I've tried everything out. And that'll be a sort of good way to finish off the celebration. And honestly, I should probably do another account showcase. I do like the idea of doing, one like start of the year, middle of the year, like end of the year-ish, vaguely. Just to, I mean, I feel like my account has progressed a decent bit this year, so pretty cool to go over that. So I'll definitely plan to do that at some point. But yeah, we do have obviously one more mission to go here, and that is with Extreme Physical. Now, I mean, obviously, like Bojack, I don't know that he's gonna be crazy, but like, or even Physical Rose might be concerning, right? But overall, I feel like this should go very well. Just keep like Rose and then Buhan next, each one of them next to one of the Omegas, and we should do a shit ton of damage. So I think we'll be able to wrap this up very, very quickly. I guess we'll see though. Not the worst, but not the best rotation wise. We should still be able to do this within 6 turns though. I don't have any doubt about that. Here, let me pop the old domain here real quick and say bye-bye to Trunks. I am actually interested in, and I mean, I don't know, they've definitely powered up a lot, but I mean, if Frieza has 2 buffs, because this buff isn't showing right now. He only has 150% phase 1 defense. Like, he can get 140%, you know, phase 1 defense from both, you know, one Omega and then the other Omega, right? So it means practically doubling his phase 1 defense. I think he could definitely be very crazy. I definitely, there's a lot of characters I need to get around to trying out with all the buffs. Well, like Omega just, I don't know, I feel like Omega has to be one of my favorite releases of all time. I'm not the most, like, 100,000% certain on that, but he's just too fun. He's too good. He's, like, exactly the type of kit that I personally really like. So yeah, this is going to be very easy with double Omega. So I'm really happy with how they designed him. And, you know, when they leaked him accidentally in part 1, which I do find it funny that they didn't even acknowledge. I even as those banners were coming out, and I'm a really big fan of, you know, Rose and the Tech Blues, right? So even as I was summoning on those guys and happy to get them and play and use them or anything, like everything, like I definitely was really most looking forward to Omega this celebration. And I mean, it took pity to get him. You know, mine is 55%, but definitely, like, I do not regret whatsoever getting him over Gogeta. Okay, Gogeta I can use obviously very easily as a friend lead. Omega, like you kind of need to run double Omega, right? Okay, now this I imagine should go very, very easily. I mean, I guess we'll see. But I'll probably do something like this. This should probably be the best way to go about this. Because this way, obviously, we will have the support. Buhan, specifically, will have the support from Rose. And with all that support, I think we're going to do a lot of damage. I mean, Trunks obviously isn't going to, like, die anything like that this turn by any means, but we will be able to more or less do like a lot. 46. Yeah, I haven't really gotten around to testing him yet on this team. Mine is 55%. I did a decent bit. Yeah, I mean, we're definitely not killing this turn, but we will do a lot of damage. I definitely think we should be able to win within the 6 turns. I mean, Extreme Fizz, obviously, class N-type disadvantage is not the best, but I think we should be fine. And just crushing with one of my favorite releases of all time is definitely a sort of peak way to do this. I don't know, it's also like, for me, the counter mechanic, 44.2 by the way, the counter mechanic is like one of, if not like my favorite mechanic in the game. Like very easily. Tech Super Vegito, like, I don't know. I'm he's definitely up there as one of my favorite releases. So I'm not quite confident. Maybe that'd be a fun list to do, honestly, at some point. Thinking about like my favorite releases like ever. I don't know. I might look into doing something like that. I definitely want to get into doing a lot more like just out. And I feel like I've done a better job with the celebration. But I definitely want to get into doing a lot more just like broad Dokkan stuff instead of just like gameplay. I don't know. I'm passionate about the game, like all of the game, right? So even the sort of, you know, just talking about the past of the game and stuff, I definitely enjoy doing that. So that could be a pretty fun video. I might really look into doing that. Maybe there's some sort of like format tier list already like set up or something. I don't know. I mean that's sort of like a broad topic, honestly. So maybe not. But I definitely need to get to doing my ranking tier list anyway very soon in general. I just, once again, I mean, there's all the new fights coming out. I mean, I definitely want to, and it should honestly be, I think it's like 12 a.m. quote unquote tonight that it's coming out. The new like Pink Zone, I forget the actual event name. I'm calling it Pink Zone. The Pink Zone stages, right? And if you want to, I mean, I've seen some people call like some of the GDC content gimmick content. I honestly don't really get that. You know, all of these fights have seemed like real fights to me. I mean, I don't really get that angle. If you want to talk about gimmick content, I fucking hated those. You know, I got my initial clears, and then I fucked off. Like, I did not care to do showcases on those fights. I mean, sure, like Bulma could be tough, but like it was just like so annoying to do. Like why should I rate a character off of like it's like some bullshit conditions like, oh yeah, collect 80 rainbow key spheres a turn. It's like, bro, like, oh yeah, so are we saying like a character, obviously rainbow key sphere changing is very good, so I'm not saying it's not. But like, should I say that the rainbow key sphere character is the best character in the game if, you know, they're double rainbow orb changing, but god damn, Bojack. But like another character is just doing everything else like infinitely better. Like, no, I don't think I should. I don't. I'm not a fan at all of like this sort of gimmick. You know, collect X rainbow key spheres, do X amount of supers, right? Like that's all. That's the real gimmick content, and all those fucking Pink Zone fights have some bullshit like that. So, I mean, as long as these stages don't have stuff like that, that'll be fun. But I'm honestly not counting on it. I feel like they're definitely gonna have some bullshit attached to it, unfortunately. Now, obviously, Bojack dying there, not so good. Although, to be fair, and I don't know what Trunks hits for, but I mean, this guy is just like a world tournament card. I honestly did kind of decent. Like overall, I mean, he only barely died. That's definitely interesting. But yeah, I think we should probably be able to kill Trunks this turn, and then obviously we should be good. Well, honestly, I kind of hope I don't kill Trunks this turn, actually, now that I think about it. Because, I mean, we do need to kill within 6 turns, but, you know, there's also the issue of, like, Frieza, I think will be fine. I'll just, like, keep him, like, slot 1. And he, with the damage reduction and the support, he should be fine. Bojack, I don't know. I mean, we'll see. Maybe I can get him to live this time around. I don't know. You know, I definitely... Maybe if he, like, gives... Did he give us a double super last time? I mean, I have the... Just showed my build on him. I have 32 additional on him. So, I mean, he has a decent chance. You know, that's a 64% chance of launching the attack in general. Although it is a 50-50 of being a normal or a super. Right? So, I mean, obviously I can't determine that. But like, if we get that on him, I don't know if we did. Obviously, that would help out. So I don't know. We'll see how this goes. I mean, we're definitely killing this guy here. I suppose that is the thing with running the extreme team. I mean, we have class advantage. Obviously, makes us take more damage, but we do a lot more as well. So okay, we'll see how this goes. I'm not the most confident in this, but maybe we'll be able to cook something. What is Frieza? 245,000. And he does not have this buff yet. I don't know. I mean, it's not exactly a lot of defense. Yeah, I don't know. I've never been like a real big fan of the Super Easy A Frieza. Like, I feel like he's probably, well, I don't know. Actually, I feel like the real character that's my least favorite Super Easy A is that Strength Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. I feel like he's probably like the real answer. That guy was just like so, I don't know, like he wasn't really, because they like gave him nothing. You know, he felt like one of those characters that they can't fumble him. They just need to give him stats, or, you know, sort of things. I mean, obviously Super Easy A's don't get stats, but I mean, you get what I mean, like phase 1 sort of stats, right? And even with having that much damage reduction like he did, they still, especially in 90% damage reduction is not good enough in modern day Dokkan, right? So, I mean, that's a crazy statement, but it is true. So, unfortunately, we did not get the additional again. Okay, there's no super there, though, so we're actually chilling. Well, relatively chilling, at least. I'm not exactly the most confident in Rose here. Definitely need to, well, honestly, if I do this, we should be fine. He still gets 3 Rainbow Key Spheres this way. And hopefully, obviously, the super attacks, aren't slot 3. I mean, there's a lot there, but I mean, there's a lot in slot 2 and slot 3. So I'm just, hopefully, you know, through Omega and Buhan, we do enough damage. We'll see. I don't think we're gonna kill this time, though. I think we'll probably honestly kill next time. I think there's a real good chance that we do. Which, considering we're only on turn 3, I mean, it does depend on what Buhan wants to do here. Like, if we get our triple super or not. 48.5. Yeah, I definitely gotta try this out more. 44 yet. Triple, like, it's so crazy. The amount of damage. Okay. That's another super there. Now, can he triple super? I don't know. But certainly, you know, the Buhan dodging it is good. I mean, he would have lived, but still, I think we're actually in a very good situation to, well, I don't know that we'll kill next time. I mean, I guess it is the friend LR, to be fair. And we'll have Rose's active. I don't know, because we're just, it's like we're not doing damage with good old Dokkan Fest Rose here. Is why I'm a little questioning of it. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, I mean, this year's been so peak. I think it's pretty easily the best year. I mean, maybe I'd have to think about that some more, but at least right now it feels like the best year of Dokkan to me. I mean, I don't know what the hell they were doing from, like, I don't know, it felt like the game hit, like, there was a lot of hype, actually, which typically there really isn't with that, like, April Dokkan Fest. I mean, there was with, like, Raditz, but that was for a bad reason. That self-celebration had, like, a lot of hype writing behind it, like, genuinely. So, I mean, that was pretty cool, but, like, from PyCon, I mean, PyCon was a little goofy. It was kind of fun, but I don't know, like Golden Week. I guess the main issue is Golden Week. Whatever the hell happened with like Blue Kaioken and Goku and their decision to like not have the girls fuse was like so weird, right? So I feel like honestly that more so than anything is what sort of has contributed to a lot of people talking shit on this year. I've seen people compare it to 2023 and it's like, what the hell? You're saying this year? This year is 2023? What? That just doesn't make sense to me. Here, honestly, could probably get Zamasu's active skill in here. That'll do. I think it should do a bit more damage as well as. I mean, obviously he'll have more attack in the active skill phase, so that way we'll hopefully go. We'll see though.
Bear witness as I show you the power of my divine light.
Ladies of gentlemen,
Not critting. Very unfortunate, but I think we still have this in the bag here. Honestly, should I just stay as Zamasu? Because we have 430, the 200% phase 2. We actually, because he does have support, 70% phase 1. And he has 400% phase 2. Yeah, I think I'll actually stay as Zamasu. I think we'll do more damage this way. I guess we'll see, but I think this is the way to go. And plus, I don't really get to use Zamasu as much anyway. He definitely, unfortunately, I don't know, like they definitely, it's hard to, I don't think he's bad by any means, and especially I did the stack attack video. I broke the damage cap. I've never seen that. I did such a high damage that like I looked into this afterwards. It's because like Dokkan is like a 32-bit game. The max damage that can actually be displayed. It's something like 2 billion, some odd 100 million, 100,000, whatever. I forget after that. But the highest stat, it's like 2.1 some odd billion, some shit like that. And I broke it, right? And then I hit like and this was kind of weird. I hit like a 1.9 billion additional super attack into and then I hit the damage cap on a normal. Very, very weird. But yeah, that was definitely, I've never seen that. So he's definitely very good. The team needs Rose, so it feels like you can't really use him. So that's part of also why I do want to run Omega setup. I feel like that'll give me a sort of reason to run a Zamasu more specifically. So that'll be pretty fun, right? But yeah, there we go. That actually, obviously, is the clear there. I mean, we did get the Super Boss mission before. And then we go over yonder here to the limited time missions. And we got them all done. So, very nice. I mean, I'm actually starting to need to collect more of these in general. So, definitely good to get these. I mean, the sticker, I put them on sometimes, but I don't really care too much for the stickers. And then obviously the stones. I mean, those 3 stones. I mean, it's not like a lot, but certainly is a nice little thing to have. So I'm gonna end things here, though. I mean, we got the missions done. I do still need to do this one, right? This one that just came out, but I mean, I still have 10 days to do this one, and I'm not actually sure if like this, yeah, this one. Like, do I need to clear this before it goes away? I don't know if it will go away. Festival of Battle, I'm definitely gonna do soon. That'll be something. Because I've only done one attempt ever. I got to the Daima phase, and then, because I think the thing with Festival Battle, in my opinion, it's not really hard so much as it is long, and it's like only as difficult as few dupes as you have is my sort of thing with it. Like if you don't have dupes, if your characters are 55%, sure, but if you have like dupes, then I feel like it gets significantly easier on a scale like just that other events like don't. Maybe I'm not wording this properly, but I feel like it's much easier than other events, but you sort of need to have like rainbow characters for it, which is kind of scummy, but it is what it is. I'll get around to that eventually. But yeah, we're gonna end this one here. Thank you all for watching. I don't know, it's probably go up the day I'm recording it, but maybe it won't. Hopefully you've enjoyed GDC either way. I've definitely had a once again. I think it's my favorite celebration ever. So it's just been so peak. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Take care.